Oh, we're live.
We're live.
Sorry. I forgot to text my wife.
Did you tell her that we're live?
No, I'm saying I'm at Brian's. Love you.
You told her that you were coming here, right?
Yeah, no, of course.
Okay.
And we're live.
Last thing I need is...
No. But I forgot I told her I'd text her when I got here, though.
Oh, okay. Cool. How was your night, Kev?
It was good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was good. It was busy.
Yeah.
Oh, let me just get comfortable here. Oh, goodness gracious. All these cables under here. How was your night?
My night was pretty good. I haven't done much.
Brian's playing Big Daddy right now.
Yeah. Well, so my wife went on vacation.
Good for her.
So I actually took my third requested vacation day this year.
Nice.
And the reason I took that was to drive my wife to the airport for her real vacation.
Oh, that's sick.
So
you're such a good husband.
So she's off celebrating one of her friends' 30th birthdays.
Nice.
And down in Miami.
Oh, Miami.
Yeah.
Which is
The South province of Japan.
Yes.
Oh, I mean,
they have great bartenders in Japan.
South Florida, Miami. My bad.
Too bad.
Yeah. So, although I do feel bad, the weather for Miami, not necessarily the nicest weather.
I heard it's really mean.
Yeah, it's like storming all weekend.
Yeah.
The day she comes back on Monday.
Yeah.
And it's 89 and Sunday on Monday. Yeah, so 89 and sunny on Monday.
Yeah.
But storming in mid-70s every other day, which for me would be perfect.
Yeah.
Because I don't need the sun. I like a little bit of heat. I like rain.
Uh-huh.
I think rain is the most soothing thing.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind when I make your next cocktail.
Yeah.
You like something very soothing. You like rain, a little bit of heat.
Yeah, I like, what did we call those? Stormy something?
Dark and stormies?
Dark and stormies. Yeah. I made those a lot.
Yeah. It's usually dark rum, lime juice, and ginger beer.
Yeah.
Simple syrup if you're into that thing.
Yeah, no.
I don't need the extra carbs.
No, I don't need the extra sweetness. I'm sweet enough, baby.
Yeah, baby.
So, yeah. So she was off and about. So today, I got to spend time with my daughter because she was off school as well. Her school, I believe, the reasoning was so that they could get vaccinated. Any teachers that hadn't, before the January 1 deadline for the district and stuff, because it's over 100 employees,
right?
Blah, blah, blah. So they gave them a day to start that process should they need it. So she's off for a little while. Here's a question.
Here's an answer.
Okay. And I was actually listening to Radio 720 because I hit the age of...
Oh, yeah. AM?
Yeah, I hit the age of 35 and for some reason thought that meant I was 53 and had my AARP card, so I'd need to listen to AM radio nowadays.
Mine's in the mail. My AARP
Which,
card,
do you know you can be any age to be a member of the AARP?
Yeah, I did not know that.
Yeah, no, I found out. Like, anyone can join the AARP. They just usually focus going towards the older folks in America. With that said, I have a question. There's a new trend, and my daughter's school district is doing this.
Go on.
But they're doing a full fall break the whole week. So the week of Thanksgiving, they get Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, not just the Thursday, Friday off. Schools had kind of moved to like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday because so many people were taking off to travel and get somewhere by Thursday.
Yeah.
Do you think like the Monday, Tuesday off is a good thing?
I mean, here's the thing. I think it's probably beneficial for maybe it's not beneficial for the parents.
I don't care about the parents. I care about the kids.
I feel like that's a long time. I feel like that's kind of adding an extra break that's not totally necessary. I mean, probably at Nora's age, it's not that big of a deal. But, yeah, no, I don't think it's necessary.
Interesting. 63% of people in the Chicagoland area agree with you.
Damn it.
I'm not one of them.
I hate being
I'm not one of
parliamentary.
them. I said, I think it's a great idea.
Okay.
I think a lot of times adults do take those 2 days or 3 days off to maximize the long weekend.
For sure.
So they save up that vacation time or plan it out accordingly.
Yeah.
So you do see a lot of people taking this time.
Right.
So it's easier to travel.
Certainly.
And you can get that jump start before like people don't take the time and like everyone's traveling on Wednesday.
That's a good point.
I think also, it's as we progress our mindset towards what is actually best, I think we're recognizing that we need to be doing a better job for children in supporting them and giving them more breaks and allowing them to kind of recharge and everything.
Yeah.
I think the next step is either shorter weeks, shorter days, or later starts.
Yeah.
The first thing that should happen is later starts.
You know what? Can I retract my previous statement?
Which one? The agreement?
The disagreeing with giving them the extra time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I feel like maybe now that I'm thinking about like what it was like for me being in school and leading up to like Thanksgiving break, I was not focused.
Not on Monday, Tuesday.
No, not at all. I was like, oh shit, can't wait till Wednesday when I'm off.
Yeah, and any teacher worth their salt.
Yeah.
Any teacher worth their salt is, of course, making it so that they get their tests done by Thursday.
Yeah. No, I agree 100%.
Or Friday.
I think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Also, it's great if you're in Kenosha right now. I wouldn't want the extra time off. I'd be getting the fuck out of there right now.
Everything's been peaceful so far.
Oh, is it?
So
I've been
far.
at work. I haven't seen anything.
Yeah, I haven't been keeping up too much. I know. So
I hope
for those,
it stays that way.
Yeah, for those listening right now, we do plan on doing a Rittenhouse trial episode,
and we'll be repeating this too when we actually start recording the podcast as well.
And we'll also have to cover Arbery as well. So we should do the 2-part. Ahmaud Arbery, who also his trial is also going.
Yeah, I haven't been able to keep up with that. I've been watching all Rittenhouse.
Right, and that's totally fine. That's why I figure we'll kind of do a. I mean, the Kyle Rittenhouse trial.
Yeah,
is far bigger in my mind. Not that it's more important. I think it's more debated right now. Whereas the Ahmaud Arbery, I think it's Ahmaud. The Arbery trial is. The Arbery murder trial, I should say, is not as hotly contested. It's pretty
cut and dry.
And it was more based on racism, right?
Okay.
Like it's a white man shooting a black man, whereas Rittenhouse happened to be at the Black Lives Matter protests and
but
after the
Jacob
Jacob Blake. Yeah, so I don't think it was racially motivated. Maybe his reason for being there, whatever. But the actual act of violence was not racially motivated, obviously. So,
right.
But
you look great today, Brian.
Thanks. So,
I
anyway,
like that your sweatshirt matches your toes.
Well done. So
Thank you.
this is interesting, and
is.
I was going to mention it, but I'm glad you brought it up, so it wasn't like I was trying to
brag.
do so. Yeah, I wasn't trying to brag about my cute little toesies. So my wife out of town, we drop her off at the airport. My daughter and I are driving back, and I'm like, hey, how does breakfast sound? She's like, yes. She got chocolate crepes, which I've never even seen. They looked delicious.
I'm sure.
They also had strawberry, banana, and a little bit of chocolate syrup. So she had a wonderful morning.
I'm sure.
Right?
Yeah.
I went with my traditional skillet, delicious.
Where'd you guys go?
Southern Bells in Carpentersville, West Dundee area.
Right off of 31.
Yeah. So we go to lunch or breakfast, and then I say, hey, how about we get some pedicures? And now I love pedicures. Love pedicures. And, when I used to go as like a single guy by myself, or like I'd go with my mom or whatever. And, they always said gel or paint. It's like,
no,
I'm a dude. Okay. I'm a dude. When your daughter says, hey, can you try this paint? You say,
Yes.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
No, you say yes because it's your daughter and you don't want to use bad language.
Yeah, I do. I should not. You're
I'm
right.
kidding because I know that's not what you said to her, but yeah.
No, yeah. I trend towards the abso-fucking-lutely, unfortunately. But yeah, so it kind of caught the esthetician. I'm trying to think.
I think that's what they're called.
Yeah, cosmetologist.
No, cosmetologist is like
hair.
face. No, cosmetologist is like makeup.
Yeah, hairdressing is hair.
Fucking, I thought you were progressive. Learn your shit, Brian.
I don't know the beautification arts. I don't know. This just happens naturally.
Yeah, you're a good looking guy.
Yeah.
Good looking guy.
But anyways, I'm getting my pedicure, and she picked out blue. Mm-hmm. And I said, sure.
For America.
Yeah. And it was funny, not funny, but the Rittenhouse trial was literally on the screen, and I was talking with this other woman about it, and she was like, oh, getting some paint done on your nails? And I was like, yeah, my daughter picked it out. She's like, that's awesome. She's going to appreciate that one day. I said, yeah. And so it kind of became the talk of the boutique because it was all these women. And
yeah.
And you know what? I'm going to be honest. It felt kind of liberating. I actually really liked it. I'm not a big blue color fan on nails, just in general.
Yeah.
Certainly not on myself. So I might have gone something a little bit more black or something a little bit less like
a more neutral tone.
Yeah, I like that. More neutral. Maybe even a gray.
Do you have a desert tan?
Yeah. Do you have a taupe? A taupe with a gel finish?
Yeah, please.
So,
non-chip, please. Non-chip.
Definitely non-chip. Actually,
I
wouldn't mind if my toenails started chipping away, so the paint would go away. But I actually did like it.
Yeah.
But at first, it caught me off guard. It was
Understood,
very It was very odd.
It's just different.
It's very different.
Yeah, it's different.
And the more I looked at it, the more I was like, I'm really okay with this.
Yeah, I get you.
And I'm kind of digging it. And it's one of those. You know, you don't realize it sometimes. Like you're 33, I'm 35. Like we're 34. Sorry, you're 34. Yeah, as of last week.
Yeah, an old man.
But you don't realize, like you're kind of getting older, and so you're not as quick with the hipness.
Oh no, I'm very hip.
Right.
The hippest.
In fact, I made a fool of myself in a work meeting saying the word hip.
I use it all the time. It's the hip thing to do.
For me, it's hip to be a square.
Well, here's to being hip.
Yeah.
And here's to your blue nails, dude.
Thank you, man.
Seriously, I think it's awesome. They look great, by the way.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, they
I
did.
like how you chilled the glasses.
Yeah. They did a really nice job. So
yeah,
anyone in the West Dundee area, Sunshine Nails, good price.
Yeah,
I think it was $34 for my pedicure, which
that's a good price.
You know, I was thinking about it.
Yeah,
that is a really good price. You're having someone spend what 20 minutes or so, 30 minutes, picking away at your toenails and your feet and like massaging your leg and like.
Yeah,
that's 20 to 30 minutes. That's a fair price.
I pay way more than that, but I don't get them very often. Like when I get a pedicure, like I live it up and I go to Spa Blue.
Oh yeah.
Shout out Spa Blue.
Yeah.
West Dundee, South Barrington locations.
Yes.
Tell them that Kevin and Brian sent you.
Yeah, the MadLibs podcast sent you.
Yeah, they'll know.
Tammy will know, and
she'll know.
She'll probably throw you in an Aveda free sample that you might have locked away under a desk.
Yeah. She gave me some, last time I was in there, she gave me some foot cream. The Aveda foot cream.
Oh, yeah?
Works wonders. It really does. Coming from a guy that's on his feet all day.
I think that's when I started to actually get pedicures, was when I was a bartender full-time at a Ruby Tuesday. And, like, especially because... we'd be throwing water around, you know, because we had a deck mop every night and stuff and all that. And eventually I was also a cheap ass and didn't buy new shoes. So like they would actually come apart, and like the water would actually go in between the sole and the bottom of my foot. So like I would literally just be like walking on wet socks and wet soles, and it was just bad, and that like chews up your feet.
You always want your sole to be dry.
Yeah. So I started going to get pedicures more often. I usually probably went 2, maybe 3 times a year. Now it's been a long time, but my feet have been in pretty good condition.
Yeah.
And now they're blue.
Mine are used. My feet are used in used condition.
Yeah.
They're in fair condition.
Yeah. They're in fair?
Yeah.
Mine's like near mint. Not mint, but near mint.
Yeah. Like if I were going to Kelly Blue Book my feet, I'd be like,
You're pushing it out of the CarMax, so I'd say, it runs fine.
I mean, if you're buying it for your 16-year-old's first car, it's fine.
I saw this TikTok of a guy who...
Oh, hey. Kelsey S. says, good evening. Good evening, Kelsey S.
Kelsey? So I saw this... Kelsey, if you want to hear, ask a question if you'd like to talk.
Yeah.
We don't really have too much. We're just kind of shooting the shit before we have to talk about the whole Rittenhouse thing on Sunday.
Yeah.
But I saw this TikTok of a guy. He was gonna trade in his car, and it ran just well enough, but he didn't want to push it, so he literally took a truck, put it on his trailer, the car, drove to a Walmart lot right next to the CarMax, and then drove it up onto the CarMax so it was still running. But he's like, if it runs for like longer than 20 minutes, it just dies. So he traded it in, and they gave him some cash, and he walked across the street into his truck and drove off.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So I got a question. You were talking about...
Do you want to go live? We are live. Sorry, do you want to start recording the podcast? Should I start recording now?
Oh, I think you should just strip what we got so far. Like, can you... Are you able to strip it from the camera?
I can do things.
And then plug it in as an audio file?
Yeah. Of course I can. I've done that before.
Really?
Yeah. Remember when we had the audio
You're a
issues?
goddamn magician.
Yeah. I've been dying to hear both of your opinions on the verdict.
Oh, well, you got to wait till Sunday. I'm sorry to disappoint, but we really want to build up to that and really do our due diligence.
Yeah. And we're also recording on a Friday night. This is actually what we refer to as a MadLibs podcast sleepover. Well, actually, this is what I refer to as a MadLibs podcast.
Yeah, so welcome to the sleepover, Kelsey.
Yeah, yeah. It's a co-ed sleepover, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, we pushed it off this week a little bit because Brian wanted to spend some time with his lovely wife before she went away to Florida.
She didn't really spend that much time with me. I should have podcasted.
That's okay.
Well, and we went on
family time is important.
Yeah, we went on a Monday, so it didn't make sense to go Wednesday. So we were going to go Thursday.
Kelsey said, "What did I miss? What did I miss though? Because all I heard was foot talk." You haven't missed anything.
So I got a pedicure, and I got my toenails painted because my daughter was like, "Hey, do you want to get your toenails painted?" And I said,
Yes.
And she was like, "Oh, I think they'd look so good with blue." And I'll tell you what, they look good with blue. But yeah, we will definitely be getting to Rittenhouse on Sunday.
We might talk about it a little bit tonight. It's a free-for-all tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it was interesting because when I was at the salon, the boutique spa.
Sure.
When I was at Sunshine, one of the two ladies that were sitting one opposite of my daughter and then one opposite me or adjacent next to me, they were like, oh, and they were pretty vocal about their feelings about it, and it just so happened that I agreed with those opinions, but it was just interesting that they were very comfortable talking about it.
Yeah.
And the moment I saw it, I was like, I didn't necessarily want someone to ask me because I'm going to be that guy and have the full conversation, even if like people disagree with me. Like I started to literally with someone on a video game online. So it was like one of those things.
Yeah.
So I did not like the verdict. I was kind of taken back by it, but I'm not surprised for two reasons.
I'm not going to say what I thought about the verdict because it'll start the whole conversation. We'll end up talking about it tonight.
You just said it's a free-for-all, and I start talking about it.
Well, I know, but I didn't want to.
You set me up.
I didn't set you. Well, I just wanted to, know what I'm in for on Sunday. I'm excited about Sunday. I'm ordering pizza on Sunday for sure.
What kind?
Anything you want, baby.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I had a little bit of pizza today.
Your wife's out of town, so I know all you had to eat is mac and cheese.
No, I ate well today. I ate well. Tomorrow night's mac and cheese.
Nora's gonna
Did
wake
you
up.
know that a box of mac and cheese is only 150 calories?
That's it, baby. Yeah, get it.
Speaking of, not to continue digressing, Gal Gadot.
Interrupting
Gal Gadot. It's important. Gal Gadot. Wonder Woman and her husband are coming out with a new mac and cheese.
Yeah.
That has like 19 grams of protein.
Dope.
Yeah, it's going to be healthy, and it's $5 a box, which is obviously way more than Kraft. But if you think about it, like a full box of mac and cheese obviously should feed one adult and a kid, or like two kids ish.
A full, so like a regular size box.
Yes.
Of Annie's mac and cheese barely feeds my two boys. But they're both big eaters.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Ben's a giant.
I was gonna say
he's in the 98th percentile for height for his age.
Yeah, a full bowl should be like enough for a kid, and you get two full bowls. So that's the thing.
Yeah,
like, that's how I look at it. Is like you get two full bowls.
Yeah. You know what? You know what? I'll tell you right now. This is just gonna be more bait for the Sunday episode, so everybody watches.
You're just a master at baiting.
Thank you, dude.
Yeah.
I think the verdict based on the evidence was accurate. Based on the evidence, based on the prosecution's case.
I would say based on the way the prosecution handled the case,
yeah,
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I still don't think it was the accurate.
Well,
it's hard to be 2-on-1.
We'll go in.
It's hard to be a prosecution lawyer facing off against a judge and the defense.
I don't totally agree with the judge's statement.
You thought he was not. You thought he was unbiased?
I think that based on my limited experience in the courtroom, and based on other court cases that I've watched. A lot of other judges would be upset with the way that the prosecution acted. And I can see where it comes off as perhaps being like a biased judge. I think that really he was just an irritated judge.
No, there's only really one moment where I get that. But his comments leading into...
And I know you're going to focus on what he said afterwards too.
Right. Leading into it, you can't call them victims. Number 2, like the Asian food comment, the ringtone, all of the shit that was just going on. It just felt like when he cut off.
See, but you can't
when he
say
cut off the prosecution's chance to go when they're examining the witness, and he starts crying.
Oh, Rittenhouse?
Yeah, when he starts crying, he shouldn't have.
They would do that for any witness. If the witness starts crying, they always give them a second to regain their exposure.
Yeah, not take a recess.
This guy. That's what you said.
Yeah, I did.
Brian A.
That's me.
Said that.
Another person in the chat.
No, they would give any other witness the same kind of like courtesy of being like, all right, take a deep breath. Let's give this
the magnifying glass.
A magnifying glass?
Yeah, the defense made the claim that because the footage was shot on an iPhone, and when you zoom in, it's the algorithm making a guess at what it's actually seeing. No.
Oh. Well, and I wasn't even talking about that. I was still on the judge. Because another point, too, is where...
But the judge then brought in a magnifying glass and said...
Can I finish?
Well, this isn't the same. I was finishing mine.
Can I finish?
You interrupted me.
No, I didn't. I was trying to go back to the main point, Brian. God, you're so beautiful.
You're more beautiful. God. Your voice sounds good tonight.
You know what your voice sounds
It carries better in the cold.
Your toes sound great tonight. Another
I'm
moment.
going to start an OnlyFans for my toes.
Do it. I'll be your first subscriber. I'll just put it on our PayPal account.
Is Kelsey still? Oh, man. Kelsey's hanging around for this. I can't believe it.
Dig it. Also, when the judge was upset too about the prosecution trying to bring up points that were ixnayed.
Wait, hold on. Don't bring Pig Latin into this. What's going on?
So the big thing that made the news, where the prosecution was trying to bring up a point about
the silence.
The silence.
Yeah, that's
I
another
agreed
thing
with.
Too. I agreed with, and I had no problem.
The ringtone, like listen, that's not a song that was written for Trump. That is a song that has been around for a long time.
Yeah,
and perhaps the judge liked it. You know what I mean? You can't be like, oh, he's a Trump supporter. He was elected. He was put in place by a Democratic person, dude.
Sure.
So like, you can't be like, oh, he's a Trumper. Maybe he is, but like, can you really derive that from that? Another thing that bothered me is everyone's like, oh my gosh, he was really thanking the jury. Like, he thinks the jury did. Well, no, he was giving the jury praise. And again, maybe I'm not reading enough into it, but I don't think that him saying, you guys were really, I couldn't have asked for a better jury. That's the kind of shit that people say to me at the bar.
Oh no,
I couldn't have asked. I
could
not have asked.
No problem.
Could not have asked for a better bartender. Thank you. And I'm like, damn, dude, you probably support Trump.
I didn't even bring that point
No,
up.
no. I'm sorry. I'm just rambling on. This is
No,
free
I
flow.
know.
You know what? Let's play. Can we play the intro song?
So are we jumping into like? I thought just rip this.
I will rip this, but I like playing the intro song.
But then it's going to be in the audio that you're going to rip.
I can edit. Was that mean? I didn't mean that mean.
No,
that.
I was going to wait the whole time, and then you could just plug it in right there.
Oh, oh my gosh.
Agreed, Kelsey. That's the one thing, but it's very difficult to prove intent.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's even harder because the FBI did get a hold of Brian.
audio.
I can share my screen with you so you can see the comments. I'm sorry, dude.
No, it's cool. I'm
You know,
I'm trying
great?
not to pay
It'd
attention.
be really awesome if we had like if I had an external monitor. But even harder to prove intent when like the FBI goes through his phone and there's nothing on it, nothing damning on it.
What do you mean?
The FBI went through his entire phone looking for like white supremacy stuff.
Oh, I don't think he was a white supremacist.
No. But like if they could have found something on the phone, then you could have proved intent.
Yeah, but there's audio. There's audio of something that happened. I don't remember before, and he was talking about how if he only would have had his AR, it was like a day or two before.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, I'll have to find the circulated evidence there, but here nor there. We will be covering that fully on Sunday. Yeah. In the meantime,
I think with the evidence that the jury was given, I probably would have come to the same conclusion. I think. I don't know. You know, it's different. It's different like watching snidbits of it. And I'll be honest with you, I invested a lot of time in watching the trial.
Yeah.
Like hours and hours. I don't know, this was like one of those moments where it's like, because there's a lot of times where I'm doing so much research for the podcast that I was like, damn, you're really like I wake up in the morning and I'm not like watching videos, but I'm like listening to something on my headphone while I'm like cooking breakfast for the boys. And like, I'll even be playing with the boys and I'll still have a headphone in, just like listening to something.
Trying to catch little snippets.
Yeah. And so like, because I can always like, I can stop it. I can pause it. Love the AirPods where you can like pause on your head.
Oh, yeah.
And then go back to it. But this is one of those things where I was like, damn, like you've really been listening to a lot of this. And I would say honestly, probably like 4 or 5 hours I've invested into listening to this, which I feel like is pretty good.
Hell yeah. That's more than I've invested in.
But it's different listening even to 4 or 5 hours of it versus being at the entire trial as a juror. So you know what I mean? Like there's probably tons of things that I could have missed. You're right. However, when he got in a vehicle with a firearm and drove across state lines.
Well, and here's the thing about self-defense, and this is why I have such an issue with him claiming self-defense, is The first person that went to attack him, the 2 people that were shot dead, did not have guns. The last guy who got maimed by his shots did have a gun. So in that moment, it's gun versus gun, and you're on the ground, someone's after. That I could get. But the 2 men that he shot and killed, if he's holding a gun at someone, you have a choice as a human being. Do I charge them and hope that they miss and I can maybe stop them? Or do I stand there and just wait to get shot? Because if someone's pulling a gun out on you, you have to believe that the intent is to shoot you.
Yeah.
So with that, hold on. So with that said, it's hard to say it's self-defense because your life is at risk and theirs isn't. Number 2, he wasn't hired by that store owner. There's no proof that they signed a contract, nothing. Okay? It's not his property that he's defending. And he didn't retreat. So when you talk about self-defense at your home, you have to first retreat into your home. That's how you can use self-defense. So that's the big problem, is he was going somewhere, putting himself into a situation and agitating it further. So the claim of self-defense just doesn't work for me there. It's not your property.
2 things to unpack there. I'm sorry. No,
Go ahead.
You notice I'm rubbing Brian's arm right now. For those who are watching, Brian's getting upset. I'm gonna have to change the subject.
I'm not upset.
Do you want me to cradle you? So 2 things to unpack right away.
Yeah.
I want to tackle Kelsey's comment first because she is being awesome enough to watch this with us right now at 11:37 on a Friday night. So he got in a vehicle with a firearm, drove across state lines, exited the vehicle with said firearm. Was his intent self-defense? Well, a lot of people showed up there with firearms. Many people. It wasn't just him. And it wasn't just the what they're calling like the militia members, the people that were defending. I'm air quoting that.
Yeah. The
The
Patriots.
the people that were defending the different pieces of property, the different businesses. There was a lot of the protesters there that were carrying firearms. So there's a little bit of a I'm going to call it a double standard, and I mean that with all respect. I'm not trying to be rude, but there was a lot of people that went there with firearms, and it was because they felt like, well, this could go south. And so I wouldn't really use that as an ill intent, bringing a firearm to it, because a lot of people did, and not everybody shot somebody. As far as the self-defense statement, and being at a home, like you were saying, and having to retreat into your home, and firearm versus non-firearm. Well,
no weapon at all.
No,
There's
no.
no knife or anything, by the way.
Well, the guy that came at him with a skateboard. Okay, listen, I understand. It's a skateboard. It's not a weapon. Anything could be used as a weapon.
Sure.
Okay? And
you
I
could
don't think
make
that
the case that your shoe is a weapon.
Well, I wouldn't be so bold as to say that your shoe is a weapon. But what I'm saying
It
is,
would be unleashing my toes.
yeah.
Distraction.
Oh, thanks, Kelsey. I appreciate. This is why I like talking to people who are listening right away. She's like, valid point, no rudeness at all. Thank you.
No, Kelsey.
Well, I don't want to be. I don't want to come off a certain way. I'm trying to be as clear and as poignant as I can be after working a full night at the bar. It was weird not taking a shot behind the bar tonight on a Friday night. Normally, I like to start my night with a shot, but I held off. I was like, I have a podcast to do this evening.
You do.
And and you know what's funny is like it was all of my guests. Not to digress too much, but it was all of my guests that normally, like, if they come in, they're like my guys. You know what I mean? It's a bunch of like 50 to 70-year-olds, and they're always like, "Kev, let's do our shot now." And I was like, "Guys, I can't. I have a podcast to do tonight." They're like, "Respect." They didn't say that because they're old. But also to your point of self-defense. So listen, it doesn't have to be a gun versus a gun. Listen, if you feel attacked, if you feel threatened, if somebody is coming at you with a fucking giant stick and you happen to have a gun, I'm not going to call it not self-defense. I think that if you feel as though your life is threatened and they are going to attack you with anything, It can still be counted as self-defense.
But if he's showing his weapon first
And the other person
pointing
doesn't-
at someone,
and the person doesn't back off.
no, if you back off, they still might shoot you.
I
So you have
understand,
a
but
choice
they-
to
but
either
these people-
run
but these people
or go
did-
at someone.
But these people didn't back off.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So if someone pulls a gun, you have a choice to either run away or
Okay.
run at them. Either way, you can get shot.
Correct.
And if you're running at someone, at least you're putting up a fighting chance. So would I rather run away from a gun or run at the gun? I'd rather run at the gun and hope.
I understand that, but the person shooting you would still be able to have that claim of self-defense.
Not if they point first. If you're the agitator, it's no longer self-defense. I'm in the self-defensive position.
Was he? But he wasn't the agitator in any
According
of
to
those scenarios.
according to the FBI drone, yeah.
According to all the footage I saw.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm missing something. So
The
what point are we arguing here?
Well, no, my point is he was pointing first.
Okay.
So if you've agitated, someone's pointing a gun at me, I have a choice. Do I run or do I charge? If someone's pointing a gun at me, I charge. That's just my natural.
And forgive me because I don't have my notes with me. So the gentleman who came, we'll start with.
No. We got to save this for Sunday.
Okay.
We have to.
But
save
can I
this
finish
for
my
Sunday.
point though?
Yes.
Okay.
And
then
I won't interrupt. I won't interrupt. I keep interrupting.
No,
I'm
you're
interrupting
fine.
you
You
right
can-
now,
baby.
No, you need to make a
think it was
point, and
T.I.
I'm interrupting.
I think it was T.I. who said, "Baby, you can interrupt me whenever you like." It was something like that.
I don't know, but I'm gonna stop interrupting you. Starting now. Like I won't.
Okay.
I won't.
Okay.
Because I feel bad if I interrupt you.
Are you making a point? Did I interrupt you?
No, I don't want to interrupt you anymore. I keep interrupting you, and you're like, "Can I finish my point?" And you have a valid reason to feel that way. And I want to not. I want to not. Hold on. I want to not interrupt you.
It was self-defense interrupting though, so it's okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Late night podcasts
for
are good
real. For real, I'll stop though.
Late night podcasts are great for us. So all I'm going to say is this. In all the footage that I saw, I feel as though he was being aggressed. It doesn't matter to me because in none of those scenarios was he pointing the gun first. Nobody that he pointed the gun at first was shot. There's a lot of people that he went past with his gun, a lot of people that his gun may have been pointed at, and he didn't shoot them. And a lot of other points where he may have felt threatened, rightfully so, where he was not shot at. And I think that in the scenarios where he fired his weapon, I would personally, I have to do a lot more research. So for everybody listening, anyone who's watching right now, I still have a lot of research to do on this.
Me too.
And so perhaps I'm wrong, and I will admit it if I am, but I think that in the scenarios that he shot, would I have done it? Probably not. Maybe not. I don't know. I've never been in that scenario. I've been in a couple of fights.
I will say this.
But I think that self-defense was justified. Kelsey says, I also know, regardless of self-defense, when aiming my firearm at another human, my intent is to cause harm. And with a deadly weapon, but you're 100% right, given the evidence presented, self-defense. Also, speaking of not firing or aiming your firearm at somebody that you don't intend to harm, how about that prosecutor? Fucking dummy.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll give you a fucking firearm class, you piece of crud. Notice how I didn't swear there. I didn't even say crap. We're changing the subject. Let's talk about anything else.
Yeah, Kelsey, you got to bring something else up.
Kelsey, what do you
want?
You're
stealing our thunder for Sunday.
Yeah, but you know what though? We're not this part. Maybe. Well, no, this is all going on Spotify. Probably.
Kevin, what's your love language?
We've talked about this.
Have we?
Yeah.
Oh, you're acts of service, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
I'm
why I'm
just
buying.
like-
That's why I'm buying you pizza on Sunday. It's my love language to you.
Interesting. When do you feel most authentically yourself?
When I'm with you. Oh my god. All right, we're starting. I'm gonna play the intro music here.
Okay, but we're already like halfway into the podcast.
Are we?
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna make me do a lot of work. It takes a long
Hell
time.
yeah, Kelsey. No, I don't want to start.
Well, I'm just saying it takes a long time for me to because I have to download the live thing from YouTube, and then it takes like 35 minutes for me to download it. That's okay. I'm sorry. I'm dedicated to the pod and stoked for the direct.
I know this is cool. This is
Yeah.
this is long term, Kelsey. This is kind of the goal of live streaming, where we can have these
Oh, I
interactions
love it.
and kind of entangle that into the podcast, or even have these interactions and then podcast separate from them.
Kelsey could be our guest tonight. I still have that Zoom subscription.
Yeah, you should probably cancel that.
Well, I kept it in case we had another Zoom interview.
Yeah, the one with Chris Shields was really good.
Oh, it was great. I wish we could have made the Zoom work.
He's got some new
Shirts. I know
clothing.
you're showing me.
Dude, I'm
It's
pumped.
really sick.
I think I don't know. He might have found it annoying because I was like, "You're printing these out right now, right?" And he's like, well, "I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it."
Oh God.
I'm like, I need it. I need it
now. Holy shit, we've been recording for 40 minutes?
dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, we can't go back. Like, I don't have an like. What do you want to talk about for?
All right,
45 minutes.
Can you edit this one for me then?
Sure, I'll rip it. Isn't that what it's called? When you?
No.
I got it.
Yes. It's one of my favorite lines from 10 Things I Hate About You.
What's that?
When it's like the golf scene. It's like, remember, guys, grip it and rip it.
And 10 Things I Hate About You?
Yeah. It's a little like insignificant scene, but it's my favorite.
There's a golf scene?
Yeah.
We're thinking of the Julia Stiles Heath Ledger movie.
Yes.
When's there a golf scene?
Allow me to Google.
I literally responded back to you guys audibly.
I know.
That's awesome.
Why am I searching it when I have YouTube open? 10
Kelsey, what
things
would you like to see more of in the podcast? Is there? You know what I always wanted to see? Well,
Dude, you can literally YouTube search 10 Things I Hate About You golf scene. Yeah. Yeah, it's this guy right here.
Oh,
Now remember, guys, grip it and rip it.
yes, you're right.
Every once in a while. Not always,
That's
though.
great.
Yeah.
That is great. 10 Things I Hate About You, man.
It's a great movie.
You know what? You know what it's based off of?
No.
You don't know?
No.
Shakespeare. Taming of the Shrew. That's why they're studying Shakespeare in the class, is to be like an homage to the fact that it's based off of Taming of the Shrew.
I wish Buffalo Wild Wings was still open.
Dude, I told you I would have ordered some
I know.
freaking wings.
Secretly, I was hoping you already ordered them.
I
Don't let that sink in, Bri. I'll go on Uber Eats and see if anything.
I want you to be my work husband, not my work wife.
I was gonna make that joke, but I didn't want to make it. I wanted to let you do
Damn
it. Dang. Dude, Snapchat freezes all the time now.
I don't even have a Snapchat.
I use mine very minimally.
I really only used mine for the wrong reasons.
I was messaging somebody from work to see, because I left before the people that were working the third floor party left, and so I just wanted to make sure that they got out of their
I thought you were
safe
going to say, I was wondering if they had any scraps. Don't throw those wings off the third floor.
Do not, yeah.
Throw them in my mouth.
Do not get rid of those beef bites.
Yeah, I don't, well, see, you work in a restaurant industry, so it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
My wife still has Snapchat, but I got rid of it. It would, no, you can always swear, Kelsey. This is the MadLibs.
Swear it
You're
up.
part of the community, and this is
Yeah.
how it goes.
Yeah, swearing is allowed. My wife doesn't like when I swear. She thinks I need to swear less on the podcast.
I think as long as it's poignant, it doesn't
Swearing
matter.
is my love language.
Fuck!
That's how you know I really love you.
I think swearing is underrated and unfortunately over restricted. Like, I don't
Yeah, okay,
care.
I get
I
what
don't
you're saying.
care
I get what you're saying.
if my daughter's in 5th grade and she like swears, like, okay, is it at someone? Not okay. bangs her toe and says fuck, why would I be mad?
Yeah, I take a very Gary V approach to that.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like where it doesn't like I don't want my I almost said fucking. I don't want my fucking 4 or 5-year-old swearing right now. But I mean, he gets enough bad influence from me that like I wouldn't really put it on him. Like it's not his fault that he's repeating words that I say.
Yeah, no. I mean, that's
what do you want on your tombstone?
What?
That's the old frozen pizza thing?
Yeah. That's what do I want on my tombstone?
Yeah, but I was just joking. Like,
I don't want any pizza. I literally ate a pizza from Aldi.
I can't order a pizza for myself, Brian.
Yeah, I can't have a second pizza. I need to be more disciplined, and I'm learning to say no. Like, I had 2 pizzas, but
Brian, I could have had 3 pizzas today, and if you were like, Kev, I'm real starving right now,
dude,
I would have eaten it.
You want to make a T-bell run? You want to make a T-bell run? Let's fucking go.
I don't want to meet up with all the bussers from work.
I do. Free promotions, man. I'll buy them 20 tacos again.
Gosh, Taco Bell probably delivers.
Yeah, they do.
Through Uber Eats.
Yeah. Do you want me to have them deliver?
No, I'm fine. Really, I'll be okay.
I mean, we're already 40 minutes in. I mean, at this point, you're just going to have to rip it, download it, and put it as a podcast. And really, it's going to be our conversation with Kelsey. And hopefully the rest of the MadLibs community jumps in on these live streams and is like, hey, I want the interaction. Jason loves it. Kelsey loves it.
Yeah.
I want to be a bigger part of the MadLibs community.
Boom. Roasted.
This is what it is all about.
Oh my gosh. Kelsey, how long have you been listening? Not today, like as in general, like to the podcast.
Dude, she's probably like a day one.
No shit.
Okay,
because she's even said on here, so she knew about Anna not liking my swearing.
Where's Noelle for this next? See, like she knows our inside jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a day one. Dude, so Kelsey was one of my students. Back in the day.
Should we I'm gonna call Noelle right now. She's probably still up. And I'll ask.
She hasn't been responding to me.
I'm gonna call her and be like, "Hey, listen, we're doing the podcast and nobody brought me out soup and bread."
No,
Noelle's soups are freaking delicious.
Yeah,
they're so good.
She's probably, I don't know. I think the last Uber notification I got was them heading back, so she's probably either in the Porcelain Goddess or in bed.
Oh God, Kelsey. Kelsey.
F1.
Kelsey, you're the fucking bomb,
dude. Oh, so I was gonna say and give props to Kelsey. She used to read my blog. She was like she subscribed to my blog. So I called it Surviving Education.
Oh.
Yeah. And it was like
these are my bartending skills. I'm pouring lefty.
How you need to get through the education world and be like a great teacher, and then midway through I lost my teaching position.
Sorry.
So the blog kind of took a turn, and then I had like 1 or 2 other moments where I was like, okay, I felt really inspired. Like I felt like I was coming out of this dark hole that I was in, of unemployment. And then the only other time was the 2016 election. I think that was like one of the ones I finished on.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, no. So Kelsey's day one, and
Kelsey, what do you think of the new background, the new setup? Let us know.
Yeah,
it's pretty awesome.
I
was gonna. You know what I was gonna do? I was gonna. Speaking of Noelle and you, I didn't get to share this story live yet, or on the podcast. I had a very lovely experience on my birthday.
Oh yeah.
So, in between all of my exciting birthday stuff, like mowing the lawn and raking leaves and grocery shopping and taking my oldest child to preschool,
you had a full to-do list on your birthday.
I did. I was not happy about it. Sorry, sweetheart. Sorry, Anna. I love you to death, honey. You make it up to me every day.
The look in her eyes when
really
she looks at you.
She really is.
When
God,
she looks at you,
like both of us, but like how lucky am
both
I?
of us. She doesn't look at me the same.
No,
way.
I didn't mean it like that. I just meant we both have amazing wives.
Oh yeah. No, that's
cool,
true.
Cool. Tight. No doubt. But we were driving back from Ben's parent-teacher conference, which is weird saying. I went to my first parent-teacher conference. It was great. It was sick,
it's a good feeling.
Dude, it was great, man.
Especially with that kid, it's going to be easy.
God, Ben's awesome. But we were driving back from that, and my parents were watching the kids, and had to go to FedEx Kinko's. Anna had to fax something over to work, and nobody has a fax machine anymore. And so stopped in over at FedEx Kinko's on Route 31. And as I'm dropping my wife off at the front door, because I would never make her walk from the parking spot in, I noticed a beautiful car. Very nice, white car. I won't say what make and model, but it's nice. Real nice. And I go, oh my God.
Chevy?
No, nicer. I'm talking Ford. No, I'm just kidding.
Lincoln?
And, oh, fucking A, it's a Cadillac.
Oh, nice. oh, I know the story. Oh, my God.
I'm like, Brian, I'm not going to say the fucking make of your car, bro. And I look over and I was like,
You were talking about my car.
yeah, I'm telling the story of when I saw you.
I got the story, dude.
I look over and I go, oh my God, Brian.
I'm sorry.
I go, Brian drives that car. That's sick.
Oh.
And then I pull into the parking spot, and I look over, and there's Brian working away on his laptop, probably playing
still
Hearthstone or some shit.
No, I was
And so,
I was actually working.
So instead of getting out of the car and, knocking on his window and be like, hey, Bri, I call him up. Bring, bring. Brian answers. And I was actually going to try, like, as soon as I saw you pick up the phone, I was going to be like, yo.
That's
Because
what I do.
that's what Brian says when he answers his phone. Yo. And I said, hey, dude, you shouldn't be working from your car right now.
I panicked for a second. I panicked. Full panic.
But I got to have a beautiful moment on my birthday with Brian and Noel.
Yeah.
And they made an investment in the MadLibs podcast that night.
Yep. Specifically the audio side of things, because that's where the real talent lies.
The freaking blog, man. It's Kelsey.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. I had full anticipation of continuing some sort of style of that on the website where I could do more rapid fire things, but I really just got lost in how to do it. So I just stopped, and that's my 2022 goal, is to be better about that, about the website.
Yeah.
Because I just got billed for it again, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, I am not utilizing this enough. So I was like, yeah, kind of like your Zoom subscription, but like 4 times as much. And I was like, fuck.
Yeah, we're just gonna start taking random Zooms on the podcast.
That would be cool. Sometimes I think it would be really cool to be
do like a full Zoom.
No, to do like to be
I'm
almost like a Frasier. You remember that show Frasier?
Yeah,
where they were like, I mean, we're obviously not actual psychologists, but like listen to people's problems and just kind of mediate them.
Certainly.
That's always been like what I wanted to do, is almost like a side hustle or something, because I don't think you can do it full time.
Yeah.
But like just help people through their relationship issues or
I like that
their
idea.
own just issues, like, oh, I'm really struggling with this at work. What do I do? Oh, my boyfriend said this. What do I do? Oh, my dad's, and I don't get along. What should I do here? I just always kind of thought that would be cool.
I mean, it would be.
Yeah.
Seriously. I mean, if we could make our living online.
Well, yeah. I mean, the idea, though, for me is that, like, it would make this podcast more interactive, and it would feel more like community. Like, Kelsey would be joining us, but so many others would, and people could vibe with each other because it's the same type of people coming into the community that, like, are empathetic and think about things and want to, do what's best for the world around them. And so you won't feel alone. So in your normal life, you might feel alone in those thoughts and those feelings. Mm-hmm. But then all of a sudden you come to the MadLibs podcast, specifically a live stream. You go to the podcast for all the news and political, jargon and communications. But then you come to the podcast and then bam, like there's other people who think like me, who would be willing to support me. Not just Kevin and Brian, but like within the chat, like other people would be chatting with each other. And so like we might have this main topic or, be interacting with one or two individuals, but then within the chat, others are kind of having their own interaction, similar to like how I see people interacting on video game streams. I'll watch people streaming their video games, and others will interact with each other within the chat,
I think,
not just
and
the streamer
can I just say
themselves.
to you, like, one of the coolest things is watching people live stream video games.
Isn't it
I mean
awesome?
that super seriously. Like, I just think it's...
How do you subscribe? You're already just our number one. Don't worry. Sorry, everyone else.
That's what happens when you're on a Friday night with us.
Hell yeah.
I'm ordering you Taco Bell right now.
I don't need it. You need to order for yourself. I will eat some
Yeah, no, I got...
because I'll never turn it down.
What did I get?
I just can't have 2 pizzas in a row. That's
got,
unhealthy.
No. I got the
Taco Bell is a different type
I
of
got
food.
a taco and burrito craving pack. I don't know what I chose for it. Crunchy taco, soft shell taco, nacho cheese, Doritos taco, nacho cheese, Doritos, Locos Tacos Supremo, and Crunchwrap Supreme. What else do you want?
Absolutely, Kelsey. I'm good with anything. No, I totally agree. Yeah, it doesn't have to be just think like you. You're right. I'm glad you pointed that out. It's not just think exactly like you, but have the same approach as you, right? Or the same philosophy of like letting people express themselves and support them in their expression and allow them the latitude for like if someone misspeaks or says the wrong not the wrong tone, not speaks in the wrong tone, but like uses the wrong verbiage, right? Like
Right.
they don't use the proper pronouns for someone. Like, remember when we were talking about Kamala Harris and like,
Yeah.
you and I like had that discussion of like why it's okay to mess up, but like to intentionally mess up and then make fun of messing
Kamala.
up. Right.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Very distinctly because I messed it up.
Yeah. Because a lot of people said,
I mean,
Kamala.
I didn't mean to, but I
right.
did.
No, but like you did, and you're like, oh man, I feel bad. And then you tried to do it, and if you messed up, it wasn't purposeful. But like having those missteps shouldn't be jumped on, especially in a really, forthright and progressive community. Not progressive politically, but just progressive in like how we approach each other. That's like the dream of the MadLibs community for me, at least.
I agree 100%, dude.
Yeah.
You know I do.
I just went on a rant. I do that from time to time.
Yeah. Sometimes it's about your blue toenails. Sometimes it's about politics. I get it. I'm right here with you, brother.
Oh my God! I chose Democrat
I know.
toenails.
It happens.
Actually,
It's
my
fine.
daughter did.
It's a real bummer. Do you remember when you and I were sitting out on your deck, and I got pizza from Woodfire,
Yeah.
and it was just you, me, and your daughter. Noelle was doing something. I think that's back when she was at what is it, Hideaways.
Yes. Yeah. She worked at Hideout.
And
Yeah.
I got pizza from Woodfire, and we're sitting there, and jokingly, I look at Nora, I go, I don't even remember what I said, but like something about like voting libertarian or something.
Oh, yeah.
And then, of course, you asked her a question, and she said something so insightful.
She did?
Yeah, she did.
She does that. She catches me off guard sometimes, man.
Oh, it was
You'll find it with Ben because what you're doing with Benjamin is something very similar to Nora, where we gave her room to express herself in a way that like really promotes that growth mindset.
yeah.
And so you'll be
You
caught off guard.
You guys use that whole Montesaurus approach, right? Jurassic period, if I'm not mistaken. I'm real proud of that joke. I'm not gonna lie.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, no, I think she catches me off guard a lot with
I think kids do.
genuine kindness.
Yeah.
Yeah, kids in general, and I think you'll find it a lot with certain kids, and I think Ben will be that as well. Probably Jake as well, but I can see it in Ben already. Where there's a genuine kindness.
Yeah, he's a sweet dude.
Yeah.
He really is.
Firstborns usually are. Firstborns, there's just
I don't
something
know.
special about them.
My sister's a real jerk. I'm just kidding.
There's something special about firstborns. Let me
No,
tell
Amanda's
you.
awesome.
Let
She's
me
really
tell
awesome.
you.
Yeah. Ben is. Anna was telling me, she called me today. She was out running errands, and she goes, I was working, so she goes, can I call you really fast? I go, yeah, of course. And I run downstairs to the liquor room, pick up the phone, And she goes, I just have to tell you how great Ben and Jacob were at the store today. I said, that's awesome, honey. Like, really cool. And she goes, yeah, she's like, Ben was talking to everybody in the store. And she said, he goes, my daddy, his favorite holiday is Christmas. And that is so cool. But my favorite holiday is Halloween. Oh, but I also like Easter and Thanksgiving and Christmas too. But he's talking to everybody, and I guess he goes up to like, so they were at Express because like I bought some stuff from Express, and
Really, you're an Express guy, huh?
I'm not usually. I went up there actually to what did I go up there for?
I'm not judging it.
I went up there for
I'm
black.
very supportive of it.
No, I went up there for black button downs because the H&M is gone from the store or from Spring Hill now, and so I got those, and I bought mediums because I'm like medium in everything for shirts.
Nice.
And I forgot that at Express they always make things smaller, or make things bigger rather, so that like you can get a smaller size and like feel cool.
Is that true? Is that real?
I mean, definitely, yeah. Yeah, I have to buy a small, and I'm like 2 inches smaller in the waist at Express. That's not a joke. And so Anna was doing some return or some exchanges there for me.
Yeah. And
Ben is walking around Express. Oh my gosh, I love your hair. Your hair looks very nice. It's my 5-year-old son. Good guy.
Do you... I don't know if it's just that I'm older now, but like I always want to be complimentary of people, but I feel like in today's day and age, like people don't...
They take it the wrong way.
Well, yeah, or like they think you're... I don't know. They think you're hitting on them, men and women. Like it's always, it's very uncomfortable to compliment people now.
I just do it anyways.
Yeah, I know. I would. I don't go out much.
No, I just do it.
I don't go out much.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we had a really great server at the restaurant
Renee.
on Sunday.
Yeah, Renee was great.
She was awesome.
Yeah. I was like, don't walk away, Renee.
Brian.
That's my mother's name, Renee.
It's a great name.
It is.
I have a friend named Renee. It's your mom. I'm just kidding. I really do. I have a friend named Renee. I've only met your mom once.
At the wedding?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And then she defriended me on Facebook when I stole the cupcakes from the wedding. In my defense, I had your okay.
If only she had a Facebook.
Yeah, I know.
She's got an Insta.
Oh, does she really?
Yeah. Do your parents have any social media?
My mom has an Instagram. My dad doesn't even know how to use the internet. He knows how to buy like auto parts online. That's about it.
That's fair.
Yeah. Just to clarify on that story too, I went to Brian's wedding. Brian and I met too late for him to actually invite me to the wedding.
Yeah, the amount of plates had already been allocated.
Yeah. Like I mean, if just a few months sooner, and like I probably would have been his best man.
Probably.
Shut up. I'm just kidding. But I drove up to the wedding with a couple of friends from work. And it was great. I literally went up there. I was like, guys, I'm just doing one drink, and then I got to go because I knew Gab was going to drink too much, and I had to cover her shift at the bar the next morning.
Wait, so it wasn't planned that you were covering her shift. You just fully anticipated it.
Yeah.
Fair.
And it happened.
Yeah. Definitely.
But we were getting ready to leave, and the wedding was over. Everyone's walking out, and I'm walking to the door, and I was like, I'm a little hungry right now. And there was like literally the boxes of cupcakes left over. And I looked over at Brian. I caught his eye from literally across the room.
I was on the dance floor still.
Oh, God. How did I get stuff on my shirt already? Anyways, looked across at Brian, and I go. And Brian just nodded.
Go for it, man. You know why? Because I don't really like cupcakes. So I didn't give a shit.
I don't either particularly, but...
Yeah, you took a whole box of them.
Yeah, Gab ate 3 before we got to the car.
Oh, my God. They were good. Like, I tried them.
Yeah.
But I'm never going to be that guy that's like, oh, I love a cupcake.
Yeah.
I don't like cake in general, so I don't want it in cup form.
Yeah, me neither. My dad, so I went over to my parents' house on Tuesday for the birthday, ate a bunch of barbecue, and then they're like, oh, we got you cake. And I was like, fuck. I don't really eat cake.
My family gets me apple pie. I love apple pie.
I know you do.
Love apple pie.
Do you remember how to test if an apple pie is done?
Kelsey, I now am looking back. I'm sorry that you had to listen to that episode, if you did.
That was a Patreon. Oh, no. I did release that.
Lied.
Yeah, my bad. It was a good episode. It was a funny episode.
I don't think about things
I don't either.
like that because I really I had
says warm apple pies.
Yeah. She did listen. So I don't I had the talk with Noelle about like, just so you know, I'm never going to refrain from saying something. If it pops into my mind and I want to say it, I'm going to say it. She's like, I don't care. And I was like, okay. All right. Because I will definitely cross the line and look to pull back rather than pull back first and never cross that line. I will always look to cross it first.
I like that.
Yeah. So I had the talk with her. Like I think it was like before we released that episode, it just so happened.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know,
because I asked your approval before I released it.
Yeah. You always do. And I'm like, yeah, sure. I don't even think about it. And then like afterwards, I'm like, oh,
Actually, your real response was, isn't that the one where I talk about blank, 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 blank? And I was like,
an apple pie.
And I was like,
I blank an apple pie,
yeah.
Which I actually never have.
No, we know. Anybody who's listened knows that.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah. And you're like, I mean, that's a little raunchy, but yeah, fucking go for it.
Yeah. Accurate.
Yeah, well,
Accurate.
It happens. Gosh, we're an hour and 6 minutes.
I don't really care to leave just because I know you ordered food.
I didn't order.
And Kelsey's still here. So Kelsey.
No, I literally didn't order the food because I was like, oh, Brian doesn't really want anything.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I didn't order it.
Oh, okay.
I can.
No.
20 to 30 minutes.
No, at this point, no.
No, at this point I'm going to go.
Kelsey, any last comments or questions before we wrap this up? Wow, an hour flew by.
Yeah. I still have to go home and edit all this. Well, I have to download it and then edit it.
Don't do it tonight.
Why? I wanted to launch this by...
You know what?
I was going to say I have to launch this...
Don't even launch it. Just keep it as a YouTube. We have a podcast on Sunday.
Brian. I'm still going to do it.
No, don't do it.
I mean, I'm not going to do it tonight. I'll start the download tonight.
Right, so you're going to download it tonight,
Mm-hmm.
edit it tomorrow, and then release it for Sunday. And it's like, we're recording Sunday, they get it Monday. That's dumb. Make the people, if they want the best content, they need to like and subscribe our YouTube video.
They need to be more like Kelsey.
They need to be more like Kelsey.
If you're not waiting up for us on a Friday night at midnight, I mean, what is wrong with you?
Please don't hold back on Sunday. We won't. I won't. We won't.
No,
we never
back.
do.
No.
We just want to be fully prepared.
And Brian and I perform really well after a large pizza or 2 or 3 or 4.
Yes.
And a bunch of hot sauce.
Yes.
Don't lose the barbacoa on me this time.
Dude, it's almost gone if it's not already.
Yeah, it's so good.
It was good.
And they didn't,
for the record, I want you to just take whichever ones you like. Just take them home because...
No, I like them here.
Okay.
I eat more here.
Fair. That's good.
Dude, oh my God.
Dude, I'm telling you.
That was really good.
I got chills.
Yeah.
I got chills. Kelsey, you gave me chills.
If she's been listening this long, she knows about my my running joke with Anna about you.
Yeah.
You're good. Be great.
Yeah. Do good. Great. Love you.
Are we done? Am I done?
Kelsey is. Why should we continue?
No, she's still watching.
She said.
Oh, okay. I'm done. Thanks for... Kelsey, seriously, thank you so much.
Thanks for joining us.
And this is great too for Brian and I because for once we're not just talking about Jason the entire night.
Yeah.
From now on,
it's always good.
It's Kelsey.
Now we got it. Yeah. Sorry, Jason.
Jason's gonna get real jealous after this.
Oh, Kelsey, Actually, before you go, message me your 5 pieces of media that have developed your Canon. I want to hear your 5 pieces. So you don't have to get back to me tonight, but soon. And
Please,
for
thank you.
anyone else watching, like, subscribe for this video,
Yeah.
and then tell me your 5 pieces of media that developed your Canon. Message us on
Yeah.
Facebook.
Should I play the intro now?